In this video, I'm going to be showing you on how you can connect any TradingView indicator strategy and have it automatically trade on your exchange. So we're going to be automating the Crodl Quantum Pro indicator, and we're going to be using Crodl to do the automation. So first thing that we need to do is go to crodl.com and create our account. So after you've logged in, you land on this dashboard, and this is where we can go and connect our trading exchange. So you can see that Crodl supports up to 6 exchanges by the time of recording this video. And if you need help on connecting any of the other exchanges that I'm not showing in this video, you can just go here to show onboarding. And this is going to help you if you go next, you can select the exchange that you want to connect. For example, you might want to connect BitUnix. And then it's going to give you like this pop-up where you can go and add your keys. Now, if you don't know where to find your keys, all you can do is select this need help. And it's going to show you here screenshots on where to click on the exchanges to go and create that key and then also copy it. And then once you have it, you can just paste it right here. I'm going to show you the different method on how to do this, and that's going to be on our settings page. So we can go here and click on add API key. And now we can see that it took us to this API key page. So we're currently here selected on Blofin. We can call this anything that we'd like, which is going to be main. But now we need to go to Blofin to actually go and create that key. Now, if you don't have a Blofin account already, there's a link in the description of this video. And if you use it, you will get 15% of lifetime fee cashback. So this means that every time you place a trade and you pay a fee, you're going to get 15% paid back into your account. So now what we need to do is we need to go to our profile, and then we want to select API. So this is going to take us to the API page on Blofin, and right here we can go and click create API key. Now here you'll see that there are different options on which type of keys you can create. For us, we're going to be using connect to third-party application, and then we're going to search for Crodl in this list. Now keep in mind there's two Crodls, Crodl Trading and Crodl. Crodl Trading is our older board, so make sure to select Crodl for the new version. Now this name can literally be anything that you want to set it to. I'm just going to say main account, and then I'm going to add trade permissions. Keep in mind, do not add withdrawal permissions as it's not required, and just keeping it off is an extra security layer on your keys. So just enable read and write. Then for the passphrase, you need to remember this passphrase as the bot requires it when you are submitting your keys. So I'm going to go and click next, and what we need to do here is just a security verification. And also, once you create your keys, don't show it to anyone as this has access to your account. I will be deleting mine after this video. So after you've done your security verification, it's going to give you these two keys. One is the API key and the other one is your secret. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy the API key, and now we're going to go back to Crodl, paste that key under API, and now we need to go and get the secret. Then here in the API secret, we paste that key, and here's the passphrase that you manually typed in that you had to remember. Once you have that typed in, and we're going to make sure that we select the correct mode. The board does support demo trading and live trading. So this is a live key, so I'm going to select live. And now we can go and click on add API key. So after we've clicked add it, we can see right here it's connected. And if you want to verify it again, then you can just click it right there, or you can delete it by clicking this trash icon. But right here we can see it is connected. So now if we go back to our dashboard, we can now see our balance right here. And we don't have any trades opened yet or any history, so there's nothing in here. But as you're going to start trading, or this board is actually going to be, running on your TradingView strategies and indicators, all the trades that it take will come into this list. You can also click on this and get like a breakdown of how it performed during the days, which symbols have executed and the fees you paid. Now, again, if you're using the referral code and you get that 15%, if you click on the settings, you can actually add your rebate in here. So for example, the 15%. And if you click on save, now all the trades that get executed on the board, it will give you the accurate outcome of how it performed with your fee rebate. Next thing that we want to do is we want to actually go to TradingView and look at the indicator that we are going to be automating. So right here we have Crodl Quantum Pro. So this is a free indicator you can use when you're using one of our referral links. all you can do is there's a link in the description called Crodl Quantum Pro. You just fill this out and it will add you to this indicator. Or you can use any of your indicators or AI generated indicators. It doesn't really matter. As long as you can send an alert from the indicator strategy, that means you can automate it. So I'm going to be using this one on link 15 minute. This is the default settings. So if we just open this up, you can see the settings that I'm using. I'm doing an entry at the midpoint. And this is just basically going to wait for a pullback before it enters our trades. But the important part is when we scroll down, we have this option that's called Webhook Alerts. So this is where we're going to be sending these signals to our bot. Now, I understand that if you have your own indicator strategy, it will not look like this, but it is the flow is going to be very similar. You just need to create a alert box to actually send these payloads to the bot. Now, we'll show you that as well, how to do it, but I also have previous videos covering this, and there's the Discord server if you need support on how to do this. I'm going to show you on how to do it with this specific indicator, but again, it's very similar on all of them. So we're going to go and we're going to tick this enable webhook alerts. Now I've tried to make it as simple as possible and already fill out everything for you. And all you need to do is basically just fix whatever you have right here. So again, we're using Blofin. The margin mode that I'm going to be using is going to be cross margin. Position I'm going to keep on hedge. Now right here you can see security token. Now this is what we're going to get from our Crodl. So if we go back to our account, in the automation section, we're just going to create a template payload. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this test, and we don't care about all of this because I'll show you in a second. But if you're using your own indicator, then you fill this out on what you actually want to get executed. But we're just going to use this main key right now, and we need to type in an amount. And once we click on create open trigger, the only thing we're really interested in is the security token. Because we're not going to use this exact payload to trade on, we're going to go to view config and we're going to copy this JSON. So now on TradingView, all we need to go and do is replace this. Now the reason why I said we don't have to create the full trigger on how we want to execute it is because, like I've mentioned, on this specific indicator, I've made it as simple as possible so you can just type in whatever you want to execute and connect your token, and that's it. Now, if you don't have these payloads, this is basically the same thing that we created right here. So if you use your own indicator strategy, then, for example, you might call this, let's say, Sol USDT, and then you select the symbol that you're trading, so Sol USDT. You select your token again. If you want to use a strategy journal, meaning to keep track of the specific entry and exits in its own separate dashboard, you can do that. And then we have leverage 10. We can select, let's say, 10% of our account. There's also different modes you can use. And if you want to take profit and stop loss, then you can also activate this with different types, so price or percentage. Now, I don't want to make this video all about just on the board, as I have made a different video on how all these features actually work. So we're just going to keep that off. And then we're going to go and create this open trigger. And if you then have your own setup, all you have to do is view config and just copy this. So if you copy that, you can just paste it into your own alert or indicator. And this is going to be the webhook URL where TradingView sends the alerts to. Now, again, I've also set this up on my local device with Claude and Claude running the strategies. You can do that as long as Claude sends this payload to this URL. You can do that. We also have an MCP server if you want to use that. But this is just a TradingView setup. So we're going to copy this URL as well. And then we're going to use that in a bit for the alert. Another thing that we need to look at is how the quantity works of this indicator. Because this uses a risk to reward based entry and exits, it's important that whatever we set right here is what we are trying to risk. Now, let's say we start with $1,000 and we have 10x leverage we're using. The per trade notional cap can then be our amount we have times leverage. So this is just something that it doesn't exceed your balance and then the orders fail. And then right here we can set our rebate percentage to what we have on Blofin. And this is the original fee. And then basically what we can set is how much we want to risk per trade. So if you only want to risk, like, let's say $5 per trade, you can set that to 5. And if you don't want to exceed a amount, let's say, for example, $10 with 20x leverage, and that's $200, then all you have to do is set this to 200. Now, there's also a different way you can do this. It is in our documentation, but that's directly on the board. So if your indicator doesn't have this built in, you can use the board version of this. So just to show you what I mean by that is, in the board, you can pass this in the JSON, which is going to either reject or it's going to clamp to the size that you set here. Meaning that if the trade exceeds the amount that you set as a notional cap, let's say the $10,000 or $5,000 using your leverage and the amount you have, you can either go and reject that, or you can go and clamp to that exact amount. So even if it exceeds, the trade will go through, but it won't exceed that balance, or you can just have it like reject completely. Once you're happy with setting this up and you already viewed the backtest and you're happy with the signals, I'm going to go and click OK. Now, let me quickly explain how the indicator works. This is very similar to a type of a super trend ATR trail-based indicator that uses volatility to look at dead zones, and then waiting for like pullbacks if you have that enabled. Now, this here on the right is your backtester, where you can see the total return, the fees you are paying based on what you set in your settings, and then it's like a monthly breakdown depending on the time frame that you're using it. I found this to be very good on the 15-minute time frame. I've been using it on Solana, and now also going to be setting this up on Link. There's also a few good trades, as you can see, like when you enter this, the trailing stop would go and continue with price, and that really helps because we are using risk to reward trades. So one R for a risk and then a trailing R for reward. Meaning for that is that if we do take this entry and our stop loss is at that line, let's say we have a 1-to-1 risk reward. So right there you can see 1, meaning that for every $10 we risk, we make $10. But because this has a trailing stop and it took us out at this level right here, it means that the $10 we risked, we gained $67. Now, the trade did go up all the way to 12R, but again, the trading stop only kicks in when the price pulls back. So if you want to manually interfere with this while it's trading, you can do that. Since I have seen that the trades that really run, it goes way past the trailing stop, and then, yeah, you lose a bit of that profit when price comes back down. But it just helps you to secure bigger odds for the losing days, because right here you can see there is a win rate of around 44%, but because it has such a massive trailing R, we do end up being profitable because we take more on our winning trades. Now, let's go and connect this to the board so you can actually start trading the setup. So what we're going to do is we click on alerts. We're going to go and select this indicator, which is right here. Then you're going to go and use this any alert function call, because it's automatically going to check if it's going to be an entry on a long, a short, a take profit, or a stop loss. And it's going to use these settings we have right here to send it to the board automatically. So if it's a long entry on your chart, it's going to send this to the board, and the board will know to execute that. Same for the exits and the take profit. Now, the good thing about the setup that we have right here, if we get a long entry, you can see these brackets with SL and TP for take profit and stop loss. These price levels will be added on the exchange as soon as you enter the trade, because it gets passed with the entry alert. So that just helps for extra security and backup. But if you're using the trailing stop, then the take profit, might take you out at a fixed R, or it's just going to wait for the close to execute. So one of these close, that's dynamic, is going to follow the trading stop then. So I'm just going to close that out. Here in app URL, what we want to do is we want to paste in this webhook URL we got here. So if we go to view config, this is the URL we see right there. So we just paste it in. You only have to paste this in once, and TradingView will remember that. So once you're happy, and I've set it to open-ended, I have a premium account. If you don't have one, you might just want to set it to expire at a later date so it continues running. And this is already everything correctly set up. So now the only thing left to do is to actually create this trigger. And I'm just going to save this layout. And we can see right here, link USDT. Now that's basically it. So now all we need to do is we need to wait for the next alert. So by the looks of it, our next alert has a short arm right there, which also makes this pretty neat because it shows you where the next entry will be. If you want to use a limit order, you can go and place that limit order, and you can even save more on fees. But I've been using it with market entries and it seems to be pretty well. I don't use this on too many symbols at the same time. I rather set up like 3 or 4 rather than just going and automating the entire list. But the good thing about this is that if you have like a watch list, for example right here, and you just want to run this on all of it, TradingView allows for you to go and add an alert, and then you can just select like an entire watch list and automate it, and the indicator will automatically adjust to the symbol you are trading. Because we have the symbol in bracket right there, it's going to automatically detect that and execute it on the board. But again, I wouldn't recommend just running this without actually having custom configs on each individual pair, because some pairs it tends to do better than others. And that's why we have this neat little backtester here to show you actually on what's working and what's not. There's also another thing in this indicator. If we scroll down, we have a optimizer. So we can see it right here. And this optimizer will give you recommended settings. So we can see that our currents beat the optimizer. But this just helps you on if you're stuck on bad settings and you can't find a good setup, you can enable this and it will help you find better settings. There's a very limited feature on TradingView because you can only watch certain combinations, which doesn't make this the best thing to find like the absolute best settings. So that's why we do get current beats optimizer. So I'd rather just stick with what I have right here on the right and have this automate. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm also releasing a bunch of different indicators similar to this. I've been backtesting a lot with AI and with tick-by-tick data to create these strategies. And yeah, I'm trying to create something we can just run on our Crodl board. So if you guys have any feedback, let me know in the comments in this video. Join the Discord. And yeah, I would like to hear what you guys think about this. So I hope you see you in the next video. Cheers.